Once upon a time, in the unfamiliar country of Vicinia, far, far away from Earth, there lived a princess from the royal Coleman blood. Her name is Isla Coleman. That's me, a curious girl who at that time had all the privilege and luxury in the world. Despite this, however, something felt incomplete in my life, or I somehow felt unsatisfied with this kind of life. Life was in easy mode, with a number of maids, butlers, and many more royal servants serving me on a daily basis. But I've always wanted to explore the world outside my castle since my parents, the king and queen of Vicinia, always kept me inside the castle as if I'm stuck in a cage for my own safety. So, one fateful day, my curiosity got ahead of me, and I decided to pay our royal library a visit in hopes to find books to feed my curious mind with knowledge about the outside world. Any book would help, really. Humans, animals, places. I wanted to learn all of them. And so without any second thought, I picked up the random book that caught my eye. When I opened it, I was greeted with an unfamiliar text that I couldn't read. And all of a sudden, in just a split second, I found myself in a completely different world. In a completely different... Huh? A dream? Where am I? This is the outside world? In Vicinia? Vicinia didn't look this modern, fashionable. Were my thoughts at that time when I first arrived here on Earth? As an, let's say, outsider or basically an alien in this world, it was difficult to seek help to strangers when I looked so different. But that curious side of me still managed to get ahead of me, and I got so amazed with the different technologies in this world, such as mobile phones and big TV screens. At the end of the day, I was still alone with no plans ahead. Somehow, I blamed myself for being distracted by the different new things I found, but it can't be helped that everything was still new and overwhelming to me. Fortunately, an old lady who was also a landlady to an apartment found me and asked what a young girl like me is doing alone at almost sunset. I told her about the situation I was in, and she kindly offered me a place to stay in exchange for doing simple chores to help her out. And so I obliged with the tasks given to me, like cleaning, and although all these things are new to me as a princess who was spoiled all her life, it was a fun learning experience. With my hard work, I was able to receive my first paycheck. And with that, I excitedly bought my first ever gadget. This routine went on for many days, weeks, months, and I eventually got to upgrade my current gadgets with my new work as an illustrator. The internet for me is the greatest invention ever, and it's one thing I am most thankful for when I arrived here on Earth. And with the internet came VTubers. And just like everyone else watching this video right now, I too love VTubers. So much actually that I decided to become one. And the rest is history. You know what happened next. The birth of the Isla Coleman channel. Ah! Ha 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 ha!